My name's Trey Gibson, and I've been coming to Redemption Church for 8 years. I started coming to this church after my Aunt Jackie invited me, and she would text me and call me pretty much like every Sunday. I don't know about every Sunday, but every other Sunday she'd text me and I'd just ignore it. But then finally I came, and I came a few times, and then I went to a John Bevere meeting, and that's when I really decided to dedicate my life to the Lord. I said, you know what, I've been I got born again at a young age, but I really decided I'm going to be serious about the Lord at that time. And really ever since then, I haven't looked back. And then a couple months later, Pastor King was talking about us serving and the importance of serving. And I don't remember the specifics of it, but I do remember him. He was basically, you need to serve, you need to get involved. And so I was like, you know what, okay. It wasn't a find your place time, it wasn't specific. I just took that and ran with it. So I just went over after service and went to the bookstore and said, do you guys need any help? And they're like, oh yeah, man, of course. And so within a week or two, I was in the bookstore training. And then I guess I did a good job because the bookstore coach resigned in a little bit, and I became the coach. And I learned a lot of valuable leadership lessons through that. But through the bookstore, I met Linda Best, and Dean Best helped her out as well. And I really got to know them really well. And I got involved for a little bit with Katie and Dale Best Connection Group. They're a great family. But after that, Aaron Walker kept bugging me about helping out with 20-somethings. And so I was like, okay, I'll get involved in that. I was really reluctant to at first. I was like, I don't really want to be involved in that. But so I was helping out with that. But then through that, within probably 6 months, I got asked to be the actual leader of 20-somethings. And that's been an adventure, and it's been a big stretching process for me, because when I got to that point in my life, I didn't feel like I was ready for it. I felt that I was called into the ministry, but I didn't really feel like I was actually ready to do that. But I obviously was. So I started doing that, and the group's grown. I've been able to influence a lot of kids through me being faithful in that. I was asked to do life training groups. I've taught about three different life training group sessions, and that was a huge stretch. Again, I mean, it stretched me, but it expanded my influence as well. I also started seminary, and I'm 3/4 of the way through that. So it's like God's taken me from somebody that has had no direction in what I've called to do to actually knowing exactly what I'm called to do. For somebody who's thinking about volunteering, I would just say get involved in any area that you can. Whatever you think you may be good at, try it. Like if you love kids, volunteer with the kids. You may have a good voice, go to the choir. You may like instruments, play in the band. Try something, but you'll find some place. There will be some place you'll connect to, and you'll find something that you're good at. But through that, you'll discover skills that you didn't have, that you didn't think you had, and you'll really do great things for the kingdom and influence people for eternity.